History is not just what is written in books. It is what remains hidden beneath the sands, forests, and ruins of time. Across the world, kingdoms once thriving with culture, technology, and power have vanished, leaving only whispers of their existence. These are the forgotten kingdoms buried by time. Imagine walking through the dense jungles of Cambodia and stumbling upon the ruins of Angkor, once the heart of a magnificent empire. Massive temples rise above the trees, adorned with intricate carvings and symbols that tell the story of a civilization that dominated Southeast Asia for centuries, yet is barely remembered in global history. What caused its fall? How did it rise with such grandeur, only to be abandoned and reclaimed by nature? Far from Asia, in the deserts of Egypt, entire cities lie buried beneath layers of sand. The city of Avaris, capital of the Hyksos dynasty, reveals a thriving civilization that ruled parts of Egypt for over a century, yet its story is nearly forgotten. Archaeological evidence uncovers streets, buildings, and artifacts that hint at advanced trade, military prowess, and cultural sophistication. Time and conquest buried their legacy, leaving us only fragments and questions. In Central America, Copan and Palenque in the Maya region showcase grand pyramids, plazas, and astronomical observatories. These kingdoms were centers of knowledge, art, and political power, yet many of their achievements were nearly erased by conquest, disease, and the passage of centuries. Their ruins silently testify to a sophisticated understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture that rivaled contemporary civilizations elsewhere. The question arises, why do entire kingdoms disappear from memory? Natural disasters, invasions, societal collapse, or environmental change often play a role. But there are also instances where civilizations vanish so completely that even records of their existence are scarce. Cities, palaces, and monuments are swallowed by sand, soil, or jungle, leaving archaeologists with fragments, buried inscriptions, and tantalizing mysteries to reconstruct a civilization's story. Consider the Kingdom of Kush in Africa. Once a powerful neighbor to ancient Egypt, its pyramids, temples, and fortresses rivaled those along the Nile. Yet today, it is often overlooked in mainstream history, despite its monumental contributions to culture, trade, and governance. Similarly, the Indus Valley civilization, with cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, demonstrates urban planning, advanced drainage systems, and sophisticated trade networks. Yet much about their rulers, culture, and demise remains unknown. These forgotten kingdoms remind us that history is not linear. Empires rise and fall, knowledge is lost and rediscovered, and human achievement can disappear almost overnight, leaving only stone, clay, or inscriptions behind. Every ruin, from Angkor's temple spires to Mohenjo-daro's brick streets, holds a story of ambition, genius, and ultimate vulnerability. Some kingdoms were lost not only to time but to deliberate erasure. Conquerors, colonizers, and political shifts often erased records, destroyed monuments, or rewrote history to favor the victors. This deliberate loss leaves modern historians piecing together fragments, trying to reconstruct lives, governance, and culture from remnants. Yet even in partial remnants, the grandeur and complexity of these civilizations shine through, offering tantalizing glimpses of human ingenuity. In every corner of the world, forgotten kingdoms await rediscovery. From South America's dense jungles to Africa's deserts, from Asia's river valleys to Europe's lost settlements, these civilizations challenge our understanding of history. They compel us to ask, how much have we forgotten, and how much of our past lies hidden beneath the earth, waiting to be uncovered? Every kingdom has a story of ambition, innovation, and power. Yet some, despite their grandeur, vanish almost without a trace, leaving only whispers and ruins behind. What caused their rise, and why did they fall into obscurity? Across the world, forgotten kingdoms rose in astonishing ways, driven by geography, resources, trade, and ingenuity. The Indus Valley civilization thrived along the fertile plains of the Indus River around 3300 BCE, developing cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Streets were laid out in perfect grids, drainage systems were sophisticated, and trade networks extended across regions. Yet by 1900 BCE, the civilization mysteriously collapsed. Climate change, shifting rivers, and resource depletion may have played a role, but the true cause remains unknown. Today, archaeologists piece together remnants of brick streets, granaries, and water systems, hinting at a civilization that was advanced beyond its time. In Africa, the kingdom of Kush dominated the Nile for centuries. Its rulers, known as the Kushites, built pyramids, temples, and fortresses, rivaling Egypt's monuments. They mastered trade, warfare, and diplomacy, establishing themselves as a major power. Yet centuries later, much of their history faded from memory. Conquest, assimilation into neighboring empires, and the shifting sands of time buried their legacy, leaving archaeologists to reconstruct a kingdom that once held immense influence. The Maya civilization in Central America provides another example. Cities like Tikal, Palenque, and Copan flourished with grand palaces, pyramids, and observatories, demonstrating advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The collapse of the classic Maya period around 900 CE remains a puzzle. Environmental changes, drought, overpopulation, and warfare likely contributed, but the scale of abandonment astonishes historians. Entire cities were left to the jungle, only to be rediscovered centuries later. These ruins speak of complex societies that vanished faster than they were understood. In Southeast Asia, the Khmer Empire built Angkor Wat and hundreds of temples, creating an urban center unmatched in size and sophistication. Advanced irrigation systems, reservoirs, and canals supported the city, yet by the 15th century, the empire declined. Invasions, ecological strain, and political turmoil contributed to its abandonment. Today, the jungle slowly reclaims these temples, leaving modern explorers to marvel at the ingenuity and vision of a civilization once thought eternal. Europe, too, has its forgotten kingdoms. The Mycenaean civilization of ancient Greece thrived around 1600 BCE, with monumental palaces, fortified citadels, and complex political structures. By 1100 BCE, it collapsed in what historians call the Bronze Age collapse, leaving ruins and myths like the legends of Agamemnon. Archaeological evidence reveals trade, warfare, and technological advancement, yet the story of their disappearance remains shrouded in mystery. The pattern is clear. These kingdoms share remarkable commonalities: rapid growth, monumental architecture, cultural sophistication, and then sudden decline or disappearance. Natural disasters, climate change, invasions, and internal conflict are often cited as causes. Yet some disappearances defy explanation. In many cases, written records are scarce or destroyed, forcing modern historians to rely on architecture, artifacts, and environmental clues to reconstruct entire civilizations. What connects these civilizations beyond their rises and falls is their ambition and vision. They left behind pyramids, palaces, observatories, and city grids, monuments that continue to inspire awe. Even when a kingdom vanished, the knowledge embedded in these ruins, astronomical alignments, hydraulic systems, and architectural techniques survived, providing a bridge between past and present. Some theorists suggest that these forgotten kingdoms hint at lost global networks of human knowledge. The recurring sophistication in architecture, mathematics, and urban planning across continents may indicate that civilizations were not entirely isolated but shared ideas or rediscovered solutions independently, pointing to an intelligence and creativity that transcends time. Ultimately, the story of forgotten kingdoms is a testament to human ingenuity and vulnerability. They remind us that civilizations are both capable of monumental achievement and fragile in the face of environmental, social, or political change. The ruins left behind are not merely stones. They are lessons, warnings, and inspiration, urging us to reflect on the impermanence of power and the resilience of human ingenuity. Across continents and centuries, entire civilizations vanished almost without a trace. Their cities fell silent, their knowledge buried, and their stories nearly forgotten. Yet clues remain. waiting to be discovered by those who dare to look. The pattern of forgotten kingdoms is both intriguing and haunting. Civilizations that once dominated regions, wielded advanced knowledge, and built monumental architecture have disappeared, leaving behind ruins, artifacts, and tantalizing mysteries. What caused these disappearances, and why were some records erased while others survived? In South America, the Moche civilization of northern Peru flourished from 100 to 800 CE. Known for their elaborate pottery, irrigation systems, and pyramids, the Moche demonstrated technical skill and artistic mastery. Yet environmental collapse, droughts, and possibly political upheaval led to the empire's decline. Today, only archaeological remains tell their story, buried beneath centuries of shifting sand. The Nabatean kingdom, centered in Petra, Jordan, provides another example. These skilled traders carved monumental cities into rock, mastering water management in arid lands. Yet by the 2nd century CE, the kingdom fell under Roman control. Petra was eventually abandoned and partially buried, nearly forgotten until rediscovered in the 19th century. The ingenuity of the Nabateans, especially in engineering and urban planning, survives only through the ruins they left behind. In Asia, the Harappan or Indus Valley civilization demonstrates sophisticated urban planning and advanced infrastructure, yet mysteriously vanished around 1900 BCE. Entire cities were abandoned, streets fell silent, and writing was lost. Modern archaeologists can piece together the outlines of their lives, but the full story of their governance, culture, and technology remains elusive. Their disappearance raises questions. Were these civilizations destroyed by external forces, or did they collapse due to internal environmental and societal factors? Europe also has its share of vanished kingdoms. The Etruscan civilization, predecessors to Rome in Italy, flourished from 900 to 100 BCE. They built thriving cities, developed metallurgy, and influenced Roman culture. Yet, by the time of Roman expansion, the Etruscans were absorbed, and much of their language and culture was lost. Today, tombs, inscriptions, and ruins hint at a civilization that once shaped the destiny of a continent. Even in Africa, kingdoms such as Great Zimbabwe flourished between the 11th and 15th centuries. Its monumental stone structures, trade networks, and societal organization are a testament to sophistication. Yet centuries later, it was abandoned, leaving stone ruins that conceal the story of a once thriving kingdom. The reasons remain unclear, though theories suggest environmental degradation or social upheaval played a role. These examples reveal a common pattern: rapid rise to power and sophistication, monumental achievements in architecture, urban planning, and culture, sudden or gradual decline due to environmental, societal, or political factors, knowledge either partially or fully lost to time. The mystery deepens when considering hidden knowledge. Many lost kingdoms left behind astronomical alignments, mathematical precision, and symbolic art encoded into their monuments. Angkor Wat aligns with celestial events, the Moche crafted pottery depicting complex rituals and calendars. Petra demonstrates precise water engineering in an unforgiving desert. The builders encoded practical and symbolic knowledge in ways designed to survive even if the civilization fell. Some researchers speculate that these civilizations may have been interconnected through trade, migration, or knowledge exchange, spreading innovations in architecture, astronomy, and technology across continents. Could there have been a network of ancient knowledge lost to time, leaving only monuments and ruins as evidence of its existence? The similarities in construction, urban planning, and symbolism across distant regions suggest this may be possible. Yet, the ultimate lesson of forgotten kingdoms is humility and curiosity. They remind us that human achievement is fragile, history is incomplete, and knowledge can be lost, buried, or erased. Each ruin, each buried city, each artifact is a clue to the ingenuity, culture, and wisdom of civilizations that once thrived and vanished. These kingdoms are not just a testament to the past, they are a challenge to the present. They urge modern explorers, historians, and viewers alike to seek, question, and learn from the fragments that remain. In ruins and buried cities lie insights not only about history, but about resilience, innovation, and the impermanence of power. The kingdoms of the past may be buried, but their legacy is far from lost. Their stones, artifacts, and ruins speak to us across time, whispering lessons of ambition, creativity, resilience, and the fragility of human achievement. Forgotten kingdoms, whether in the jungles of Southeast Asia, the deserts of Africa, the river valleys of the Indus, or the highlands of South America, remind us that civilizations rise and fall, but human ingenuity endures. Every ruined palace, every buried street, and every eroded monument contains lessons for the present. Lessons about innovation, adaptation, governance, and the enduring quest for knowledge. One of the most profound lessons is the impermanence of power. Even empires that once controlled vast territories, commanded armies, and built monuments to last millennia can vanish from memory, overtaken by environmental change, conquest, or societal collapse. The ruins left behind are warnings. Civilization is fragile, and what we take for granted today may not survive tomorrow. Yet, alongside fragility lies remarkable human resilience and creativity. The builders of Angkor Wat, Mohenjo-daro, Petra, the Maya cities, and Great Zimbabwe achieved monumental feats despite limited technology. Their accomplishments reflect vision, planning, and skill that continue to inspire architects, engineers, and explorers. These ruins are not mere remnants. They are blueprints of human potential, offering insights into what humans can achieve even under challenging circumstances. Another lesson is the value of knowledge preservation. Many forgotten kingdoms encoded wisdom into architecture, urban planning, and art. Astronomical alignments, hydraulic systems, and inscriptions ensured that knowledge could survive even if the people did not. Modern archaeology, combined with satellite imagery, 3D scanning, and excavation, allows us to uncover hidden knowledge, revealing the intelligence and sophistication of these long-lost societies. The global pattern of forgotten kingdoms also teaches us that human innovation is universal. From Asia to Africa, Europe to the Americas, societies independently developed advanced construction techniques, astronomy, trade networks, and cultural expressions. In some cases, these civilizations may have been interconnected, hinting at a shared human pursuit of knowledge and progress. The recurring sophistication across distant regions challenges conventional narratives of linear human development, suggesting that our history may be far richer and more complex than textbooks admit. For the modern viewer, these stories are more than historical curiosity. They are an invitation to explore, learn, and reflect. Each ruin, buried city, and artifact asks us to question: what else is hidden beneath the earth? What knowledge has been lost? What can we learn from the successes and failures of civilizations that came before us? The answers may inspire us not only to study the past, but also to shape a future guided by curiosity, resilience, and wisdom. Here's how you can engage with these ancient mysteries. Like the video if you are amazed by the grandeur and ingenuity of forgotten kingdoms. Subscribe and turn on notifications to uncover more lost civilizations, hidden histories, and secrets buried by time. Comment below. Which forgotten kingdom fascinates you most, and what mystery would you want to solve? The legacy of forgotten kingdoms is both humbling and inspiring. They remind us that human history is not just a story of survival, but of brilliance, imagination, and the enduring quest to leave a mark on the world. Though buried by time, these kingdoms speak to us, urging modern society to look deeper, learn from the past, and honor the ingenuity of those who came before. The ruins are more than stone. They are a bridge across millennia, connecting us with the hopes, fears, and achievements of civilizations that vanished yet continue to echo through time. And as long as we study, explore, and question, the story of these forgotten kingdoms will never truly be lost.